Hey, I'm Steve the Panda. If you've ever felt like investing was too complicated or too expensive, this video's for you. Today we're talking about micro investments, simple, low-cost ways to start growing your money, even if you're on a student budget. These aren't just tips, they're real, practical tools anyone can use to build wealth over time. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and if you enjoy this kind of no BS financial advice, make sure to subscribe. There's more where that came from. Top 1. Start investing with robo-advisors. If you're completely new to investing and the idea of picking stocks or tracking the market feels overwhelming, robo-advisors are the perfect place to start. These are smart, automated platforms that invest your money for you based on your goals, risk tolerance, and timeline. You don't need to know anything about finance, no jargon, no charts, no stress. All you do is answer a few simple questions, and the app builds a portfolio made up of ETFs and index funds, diversified across different sectors and regions. It even rebalances your investments over time to keep things optimized without you lifting a finger. And the best part? You can start with almost nothing. Some platforms let you invest with as little as $1 or $5. That means even if you're on a tight budget, you can start building the habit of investing early, which is the most powerful thing. Over time, your small contributions compound, and your money starts working for you in the background. It's like planting a tree. At first it's tiny, but the sooner you start, the stronger it grows. Plus, many robo-advisors now offer cool features like socially responsible investing, tax optimization, and goal tracking. Whether you want to save for school, travel, or just build a financial cushion, a robo-advisor makes it easy and automatic. No need to be an expert, just be consistent. If you're looking for a zero-stress way to get started in the world of investing, this is it. Top 2. Use micro-investing apps to grow your money without noticing. If you struggle to save or invest consistently, micro-investing apps might be the simplest way to get started. These apps work by rounding up your everyday purchases, like coffee, groceries, or gas, and investing the spare change into a diversified portfolio. Let's say you buy a sandwich for $4.25. The app rounds it up to $5 and invests that 75 cents automatically. Over time, those small amounts really add up, and the best part is, you barely notice it. This is a game changer for anyone who says, "I don't have enough money to invest." You don't need hundreds of dollars or a detailed plan. Just link your card, spend like you normally do, and the app takes care of the rest. It builds the habit for you, which is what really matters in the long run. In fact, many users end up saving and investing over $1,000 per year just through roundups and small weekly contributions, all without feeling the pinch. Some apps also let you customize your investments. You can choose sustainable funds, tech-focused ETFs, or even cryptocurrency if you're feeling adventurous. And almost all of them give you a dashboard where you can track your growth over time. It's an amazing way to dip your toes into the world of investing without pressure or complexity. If you want to make your money grow quietly in the background while you go about your day, micro-investing apps are a low-effort, high-impact way to start. Top 3. Invest in fractional shares to own big companies with small money. One of the biggest myths in investing is that you need hundreds or thousands of dollars to buy stocks in major companies. But thanks to fractional shares, that's no longer true. Today, you can invest in companies like Apple, Amazon, or Tesla with just a few bucks, literally. Instead of buying one full share, which might cost $200 or $1,000, you can buy a tiny slice of that share based on how much money you're willing to invest. This changes everything for beginners. You're no longer locked out of big-name stocks just because of your budget. You can start building a diversified portfolio made up of top-tier companies without breaking the bank. And as your income grows, you can gradually increase your investments, but the most important thing is that you've already started. Fractional investing is also a great way to learn. You get to watch real companies perform, track your gains and losses, and get a feel for how the market works, all without risking a huge amount of money. It turns investing into something accessible and educational, instead of intimidating. And on a psychological level, owning even a small piece of a big company creates a sense of pride and motivation. It feels different when you know you actually own a share of the brands you use every day. You're not just a consumer anymore, you're a stakeholder. So if you've ever thought, "I can't afford to invest," remember, with fractional shares, you absolutely can. All it takes is a few dollars and a willingness to start. Top 4. Buy ebooks or mini courses to turn knowledge into long-term income. When people think about investments, they usually picture stocks or real estate. But one of the most underrated and most powerful investments you can make is in yourself. And the easiest way to do that today? Ebooks and mini courses. For the price of a lunch or a movie ticket, you can learn a skill that could earn you money for years. We're talking $10 or $20 to learn graphic design, how to use Excel properly, how to write sales copy, edit videos, build a personal brand, or even launch a small online service. These aren't theoretical classes with boring lectures, they're practical, targeted guides that teach you real-world skills in just a few hours. You can find them on platforms like Udemy, Gumroad, or even creators' websites. And this stuff pays off fast. A student might take a $15 Canva course, start designing flyers on Fiverr, and make a few $100 in the first month. That's an immediate return on investment, and once you've learned the skill, no one can take it from you. It's yours for life. Plus, it's a mindset shift. When you stop seeing spending as just consumption and start treating it as a way to level up your abilities, your relationship with money changes. You become more intentional, more strategic, and more confident in what you can offer. So if you've ever scrolled past a cheap course and thought, "I'll buy it later," this is your sign. Find a topic you're curious about, spend the $10, and see what happens. Sometimes the smallest investment leads to the biggest breakthroughs. Top 5. Create and sell digital assets to earn passively from your creativity. If you're a little creative, or even just organized, digital assets might be the best kept secret for building passive income. A digital asset is anything you make once and sell over and over again online. Things like budgeting spreadsheets, resume templates, icons, fonts, Instagram story packs, digital planners, audio loops. The list is endless. What makes this such a powerful micro investment is that the barrier to entry is low. You don't need to be a professional designer or coder. With free tools like Canva or GarageBand, you can create something valuable from your laptop in a few hours. Then you list it on platforms like Etsy, Gumroad, or Creative Market, and once it's up, it keeps selling in the background while you sleep. It's not just for artists either. A student who's good at budgeting might create a finance tracker template. A tutor could turn their study notes into downloadable PDFs. A musician might post royalty-free sound effects. All of these can become small income streams, $5 here, $20 there, that start adding up fast. And what's great is that there's no shipping, no inventory, no customer service headaches. Once the asset is created and listed, your only job is to promote it a little and occasionally update it. It's truly a form of make once, earn forever. If you've got an idea, a resource, or a creative itch, don't overthink it. Package it, post it, and let the internet do the rest. This is one of the most accessible and scalable ways to turn time and talent into income, with almost zero upfront cost. Top 6. Invest in crowdfunded real estate to own property without being rich. Real estate has always been seen as one of the best ways to build long-term wealth, but let's be honest, most people don't have $50,000 lying around to buy a property. That's where crowdfunded real estate comes in. It's a way to invest in real estate projects, commercial buildings, apartment complexes, or rental properties, with as little as $10 or $20. Platforms like Fundrise, Addy, in Canada, and Realty Mogul pool money from thousands of small investors, and use it to buy and manage properties. You don't own the building directly, but you own a share of the investment, and you get a share of the profits, too. That can include monthly or quarterly dividend payouts, plus any appreciation over time. The best part is that it's completely passive. You don't have to find tenants, fix plumbing, or deal with paperwork. You just choose your investment level, select a portfolio, and let the platform handle the rest. It's like owning real estate without the stress, and without the massive price tag. It's also a great way to diversify. If you already invest in stocks or crypto, real estate can help balance your portfolio and reduce risk. And even though the returns aren't guaranteed, many platforms have delivered 5% to 8% annual returns, which is impressive for something this hands-off. If you've ever dreamed of being a real estate investor but thought it was out of reach, this is the easiest way to get your foot in the door. Small money, big potential, and no landlord headaches. Top 7. Buy and hold domain names to bet on future trends for cheap. This might sound a little unexpected, but buying domain names, like website addresses, can actually be a smart micro investment. For about $10 to $20 per year, you can claim ownership of a domain name that someone else might really want down the road. It's like buying a tiny piece of digital real estate, and just holding onto it until the right buyer comes along. Think of it like this. Every time a new trend, brand, app, or startup pops up, people need a domain to match. If you're quick and a little creative, you can grab names that could become valuable later. For example, someone once bought cryptolectures.com for $12 and later sold it for over $1,000. And there are tons of similar success stories. Even if a domain doesn't sell for a fortune, it only costs a few dollars to renew each year, so the risk is super low. And if you happen to be working on a project of your own, like a blog, YouTube channel, or online store, owning a good domain early is a smart move anyway. The key here is timing and imagination. You're essentially betting that a certain topic, phrase, or product will grow in popularity. So if you spot an emerging trend or think of a clever brand name, lock in the domain before someone else does. It's not guaranteed money, but it's cheap, easy, and kind of fun. And who knows, one day you might get an email from someone offering to buy your $10 domain for hundreds. So there you have it, 7 micro investments that don't require a lot of money, but can make a big difference over time. Whether it's a few bucks into a robo-advisor, spare change through an app, or a creative asset you sell online, the key is to start small, stay consistent, and keep learning. You don't need to be rich to invest, you just need to begin. If this video gave you even one idea to try, do me a favor, like the video, drop a comment with your favorite micro investment, and subscribe for more simple, practical money tips every single week. Steve the Panda's got your back.